What started as an open mic at the Well Cafe, Swell has become a monthly music night and much more than that.
I don't know, for some people it's the first show they've ever played, and for some people it's the last show they'll play. You know, it's really quite an open sort of event. Swell is my way of furthering other people's dreams and in supporting people within the community in the arts, and just I guess encouraging people to realize that we all have a passion for the arts.
Since their move to the Solstice Cafe, Swell now has the opportunity to help artists with the money raised from the event.
The charity part is new. Before, we donate a lot of our funds to the Well to keep them going as a cafe. They were struggling, and so now that we're at a cafe that isn't struggling and makes enough on their own, we now have the opportunity to support musicians in an even even bigger way. We can afford to pay for people's art classes, people's music lessons, whether that's guitar or voice or accordion or violin or whatever anyone needs and can't afford on their own. Last month we supported someone in purchasing art classes, and so we gave them $200 towards art classes.
I think there's a lot of open mic events, and there's people who put on shows, but there isn't really a kind of hybrid between the two, where you have still a very low-key atmosphere, sit down, have a pint, have some tea, have some coffee or whatever, and watch some music. There's either kind of an open mic vibe where it's really, the music is a secondary thing, or there's a show where it's the music is completely primary and everybody's there because they want to see their favorite band play or whatever. And then I think for Swell it's more kind of a common ground between the two, so you kind of have a mix of an open mic and a show vibe. The reason I'd like to help with it is to help musicians get a chance to play somewhere that's maybe a little bit more credible than just an open mic night, but isn't so far out of reach that they as a starting up band or whatever, they wouldn't be able to get on the bill. And you're trying to get shows because you want to get out there and play and stuff, but you also don't want to just play at a cafe at an open mic to random people just grabbing a coffee and kind of on their way. You want people to actually be engaged in your music, so just to help other musicians kind of find that. Because that's what I got out of being able to play Swell before. So, yeah.
Swell really is this core group of friends who all just kind of, it's not that we got roped into it just because we knew Anna, but she really presented us with an opportunity to get engaged with something that at the time when it started, we didn't really know how big it could be. And it was pretty small, but it's grown. And so now it's we all feel really happy to have been a part of it while it grew and went through that process. Swell isn't just one person, it's not just two people, but I think it's a lot of people. It's everybody who comes out, it's everybody who likes the page on Facebook, it's all the musicians who play. Why do I keep doing it? Because I feel like if I didn't, I'd be missing out, I'd be missing out on seeing so many friends who maybe I only get to see that one time in the month, because we all have busy schedules, we're all going to school, we got work, things are happening in our lives, people are moving about, but sometimes Swell is really the only thing we can rally around because it's so predictable. Everybody knows Thursday of the month, that's what's going on. They know where it's happening, they know what time it's happening, and it's they can clear that for their schedules and just get together and feel that sense of community. And it's why do I do it? Because it's kind of the only event in the month that's like that for me, where it really is just this open, welcoming, friendly, sort of community building experience.